It's about 8 o'clock at night. I just had dinner. I am going to get up at 2:30 in the morning to drive down to Mount Harvard, meet my buddy there. I believe Mount Harvard is like 14 miles round trip, some class 2-ish scrambling. I don't think it's too bad. But class 2 obviously means you're using your hands. So yeah, I'm not really that tired yet, but if I don't go to bed now, then 2 a.m. wake up is just, it's the worst thing in the world. There's nothing worse than a 2 a.m. wake up because you're in your deepest part of your sleep when you get woken up, and it's terrible. So yeah, Mount Harvard in the morning. Should be a good test. Yeah, that's all I got. It's 2 a.m. I'm highly thinking about not going. 3-hour drive to then do a 14-mile hike just sounds horrible. I think I'm gonna go, but I really don't want to go. That's how I'm feeling. Alright. Guess I'm going. 5 miles away from the trailhead, and we've hit the dirt road. GPS says it'll take about 20 minutes. I don't actually know, it seems like it's pretty good so far. I think it's gonna be just fine for all vehicles, so I'm not too worried about it. There's one of the mountains, I'm not sure, it might be Yale, but I think Harvard and Columbia are back there, behind all that stuff. Beautiful fucking morning, clear skies. It's gonna be great. It's a little bumpy, not really that bad. I think any car could probably make it. There seems to be some pull-off spots for camping. I don't actually know, but I don't see any signs that say no camping. I guess there are some private property signs. I'm sure you could sleep at the trailhead here. There's a fucking bear. It's a big bear. Wow. Hey bud, it's a big bear. First bear I've ever seen in Colorado. We are about a mile in maybe. Super flat trail. The wilderness is beautiful. Saw a bear on the road earlier. The light's coming up and it's just gorgeous right now. So pretty big day, 14 miles, but it's just beautiful out here. It's absolutely like a dream. So I think I'm gonna enjoy this hike a lot, and we're gonna maybe try for Columbia after Harvard, see what the weather looks like, but it's gonna be a big day either way. So I'm thinking that this right there is Columbia and Harvard is right there. You can see it in the distance. So we're thinking of summiting Harvard first and then traversing along the ridge and up to Columbia. Got a moose out here. Looks to be a female. She's on the trail.
We're pretty close to this thing.
Yeah, it's definitely aware of us, and you're starting to get into the season where you gotta watch out for these guys. Jesus Christ. This is too good.
Dude. Look, the other dog's coming.
We have a moose being chased by a dog.
We're literally walking right into it.
People behind us, their dog just started chasing the moose we saw. Now the moose is probably on the trail with us, so we're on the lookout. Those are the dogs that chase the moose. So we're gonna go up and around through here, and then Harvard is behind this guy right here. There's Columbia. It's like 8:20, 8:30, sun's out. It's hot, it's baking us. It's gonna be a long day. So far the trail's been super mellow. I think now is when it'll start getting steep and more bouldery class 2, class 3 stuff. I think it should be fun. I think this is a really good intro into some of the more, I guess, just challenging or more experienced 14ers. That is the traverse we're planning on doing from Harvard up to Columbia. Looks like a nightmare. Should be fun. 13,000 feet. Definitely starting to feel a little more. Harvard's right there. It's gonna be a little steep, rocky climb to the top. Beauty of a day. 100,000 feet from the summit, maybe like 700. Trail is so well maintained. It's beautiful. I think up at the top those rocks are. Be a little scramble, but I'm sure it's not gonna be bad. But it's a really beautiful trail. The view is incredible. This is definitely a must-do 14er for anyone that likes hiking. Nice job, bud. That was great. We are on the summit. Looking sweet up here. Maybe the top of Harvard. Not too bad. Bit of a scramble. Views are crazy. Now we're going over the ridge and up to Columbia. Just come down from Harvard and now we are traversing over to Columbia. I think it's just a little class 3 scramble, but everyone we've passed has said it's really fun, so I'm gonna give it a try. We got some time with the weather, and it'd be great to bag a second peak.
About halfway up the traverse, started hailing, raining sideways. We bailed down the gully. If we had continued, it would have been cash or you pay with your ass. The mountain will always be there, and we will be back.
That was perfect.
Made that up as I went.
Yeah, that's great. So we were supposed to be climbing that ridge line all the way up to Columbia, and about halfway through we bailed because it started pouring and hailing, and we had to basically slide down a gully into a massive boulder field and then just traverse until we got back to the trail. It's taken us like probably a good hour. Yeah, I think we're just glad we bailed and aren't up there right now as it's fucking pouring and hailing, but always sucks to fail. This is why we bail from 14ers. Whew, fucking snowing up there. And over here, sunny as could be. Wow, it's wild. It would suck to be up there right now. There was no snow up there when we got here. Fucking scary. This is my buddy's house right now. All my shit. Fucking chaos. Plan is, as of now, to going back to do Columbia because me and Eric failed getting up it last time because freak weather storm, a bunch of hail, lightning, and thunder. So yeah, gonna go down and do Columbia and might try to get Sherman in on my way back if I can. It's about 8:30, going to bed now, getting up at frickin' 2 in the morning again. It's exhausting, but I guess it becomes routine after a while. So yeah, 2:30 wake up, about a 3-hour drive down there, maybe a little less, like 2 hours, 45 minutes from Boulder. See how that goes. Yeah, pretty excited as always to get in the mountain, but it's an exhausting lifestyle. that's for sure. It's 3 a.m. This was a tough one to get up for. I'm really fucking tired, but gotta do it. Gotta go get redemption for failing 2 days ago. See how today goes. It is almost 5 a.m. Driving for about an hour and a half. Pretty close to the trailhead now. This is like the 4th time I've done this drive this week. Yeah, I'm really tired this morning. It's gonna be, I think, a rough hike. So we are back at the trailhead for Columbia and Harvard because last time we were about halfway along the ridge on the traverse between Harvard and Columbia, and a freak storm came in with a lot of hail, rain, and thunder. So we had to bail, and it was really frustrating to not get Columbia. So Eric and I are back here to just get Columbia, get down, and not come back. Be done with it. Fortunately, we have to walk this 4-mile trail again just to the split out, which is a really big pain in the ass. If you can, highly suggest getting here early, banging out both peaks, or backpacking in and camping up there, so make it a bit easier. So we're going to hike along here. It's a pretty well-maintained trail over to this little traverse, and then it's up the ridge the whole way. I don't personally think it looks that bad, but I'm sure I might be saying something different in 30-45 minutes when we're on the ridge. But for now, it's pretty mellow and pretty enjoyable, and the views are outstanding. Gorgeous peaks all around. The trail up Columbia is just so well made. I mean, we're on a super steep rocky slope, and we have this beautiful path going right through and all the way up to the ridge. I mean, it's just wonderful. See the remnants of a avalanche that probably came through here. So far, Columbia feels pretty easy. We're about 1,000 feet from the summit. The trail is so well maintained that nothing about this, as of now, is class 2. It's just class 1. It's just like a big staircase with some switchbacks at high altitude. I think this is a hike you can get done pretty quickly, and that even some of the more inexperienced hikers can get out and do. Really a beautiful area. Definitely hit the steep section. It's it's probably class 2. Loose sand and gravel. It's really steep, so you're kind of like sliding with your feet. But I kind of like it because it's just a much more direct and quick way to the summit. Hardest part is right here. Get up there, and then it's just a ridge walk to the summit. That'd be number 17 in Colorado. That's how I go. So it's the final ridge line up to the top. Right now we're on a traverse. I'd say for about like 1,000 feet, maybe for like a half mile. That's pretty steep, maybe like 800 feet. It's a lot of that like gravel, you know, one step up, a couple steps back. After that and before that, it's really mellow and really easy. This is a really good hike. It's really beautiful. Good one if you're a beginner. Yeah, it's just fun and it's not really that challenging. So it's nice to be out here. Gonna finish this up. It'll be number 17, Colorado. So finally getting up there. This is the summit. It was just like perfectly clear 30 seconds ago. You can see how fast the clouds are moving. Absolutely whipping. So we thought this was the summit. It's a false summit. That's the summit. Not too bad. little boulder up here, so you really gotta take your time, but it's really not that bad. It's easy. There's a marmot up here at the summit. That was fun. Hey buddy, hey, come on. You can have some of my peanut butter sandwich. I'll share it with you. Hey. Nice fucking job, bud. Number 31. Let's fucking go.
Fucking feels good after getting my ass reamed on Saturday.
Fucking crazy. So this is the ridge line that we tried to get up the other day and failed on because of weather. Just looks just as gnarly from up here, but the view is sick. Summit's pretty sweet too. At the summit of Columbia, we're gonna head down now. I'm gonna put the camera away so we can kind of get down pretty quickly and get back to Denver because we still have a 3-hour drive back. So this was a fun one. I thought it was pretty standard, pretty easy. See how the downhill goes in the knees.